Come around this table here, please. Alright, well, as I mentioned, the first room that you pass through is the fountain room, and then here's your cat's house, their living room, a break room. Now I'm going to go around the room pointing out a few different objects. If you have any questions before we move on to the next room, I'll kind of give you some time to ask them. But starting in the back there at that fireplace is the largest of 9 fireplaces in the house. Each mantle and fire screens are a bit different. The story has it on this one that when the fire would get hot enough that the sun on the fire screen there would actually glow. Now over here on the western wall, the 2 trunks I kind of mentioned to look at on your way in. Both of these pieces here, believe it or not, are from the 1500s. Starting in the back there underneath that window, that chest, is from Italy. It was a solid piece of walnut, which was hand-carved, done in relief. And oddly enough, they actually used that trunk to store firewood for the fireplace. Now the second trunk here, in between the 2 windows, kind of underneath that portrait, is of Spanish origin. And that's what's known as a traveling chest or vergonia. It would have been used to store important documents, valuables, while traveling back in those days. It's probably one of my favorite pieces of the house. So hopefully you get a chance to look at it closely. But you can see the front facade there is kind of painted with the gold. And then the diamond shapes in it are actually inlaid ivory. Now if I can direct your attention to this corner of the room over here, at our beautiful Canave & Company piano of Baltimore. Designed in 1927 specifically for the room. Here you can see the flat edge in the back. Fit perfectly in the corner over here. As well, the painting done along the outside. You can see it kind of matches the beams overhead, which is another fine example of that Italian artwork that we have here in the house today. Now it's at this time then that we ask if anyone knows how to play the piano would like to play something for us. Sure. Any volunteers?
Here's the 4-H dream. Zach.